flow like selling work in that joke. My re-up money secure. I got in, I got out. Giving all glory to God. Hold up, this ain't me. Tell me how we went from trapping to rapping on BET. Last week I told investing to the Kansas City Chiefs. Golden rule to invest and make that money while you sleep. They say trap a perfect mixture of Warren Buffett and Meach. No more shoebox money, them portfolios elite. Golden rule to invest and make that money while you sleep. I'm gone.
What's good, what's good, what's good, family? It's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper. Welcome to another episode of Trappin Tuesdays, man. So we know you could have been, hey, man. We know you could have been, we know that you could have been a lot of places today at this time, but you chose to be here with us tonight, and so not only do we appreciate y'all, we love y'all commitment, and there is no us without y'all. And so our goal is to help you build legacy. Our goal is to help you kick down that door to poverty. And our goal is to help you put a blueprint together that allows you to get to freedom, but also allows your family to get to freedom. Today, Jose, I got a new name for what we gonna call the subtitle for the show. I got a new name for the show. The Financial Underground Railroad. Come on. I like it. I like it. The Financial Underground Railroad. You know why, Jose? Because we not supposed to be here if you let them tell it. It's not that we not supposed to be here, but the key part of that, Jose, is if you let them tell it. So there's this show I'm watching. I watch this show, Jose, like once a year. Right? It's a series called The Underground, right? And the reason why I love this show so much is because you realize how much power that the house slave, the woman had. It's always like the one, like head, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she had the keys to everything, and she was just manipulating that situation from keeping her, keeping her kids out of the field, and so many different things, but like, and we never know the sacrifices. It's so easy for us to judge the generations before us with our 2025 eyes, right? It's so easy to say what I wouldn't have did, because you have inherited so much entitlement. You have inherited so much, let me rephrase that. We have inherited so much entitlement. We have inherited so much privilege that we forgot what it took for us to get here, right? We forgot the sacrifices. We forgot that there were certain mothers who had kids and immediately said, you know what? I gave birth to this child, but I would rather my child be in heaven to experience this hell on earth. Right? And so we make these decisions and we say what we would have done and what we wouldn't have done based on our 2025 perspective, but we still don't realize, Jose, is we're still dealing with the same thing in another form. We still deal with some of the same treatment in another form, right? We still deal with some of the same psychology, and we still fighting some of the same philosophies in a new form. So while we saying what we wouldn't have done in 1825 and what we wouldn't have done in 1960, well, you still doing something in 2025 that they wouldn't have done. We are doing things and we're arguing about things and we are competing about things and we are combative about things and we don't see things the same in 2025. And there's some things that they would have did in unison in 1920. It's some things that we are fighting about right now that we allowing to separate us, that they'll just say, hey, it's bigger than that in 1912, right? Like there was a time where they said, hey, for 18 months, we not gonna get on the bus. We can't go 60 days without shopping somewhere. Right? 18 months. I'm gonna walk 5 miles. I'm gonna get up an extra hour and a half early to go walk 5 miles to my job, 5 miles back for 18 months. We gonna figure out a way to carpool, and a lot of us don't got cars. We gonna figure this out to go be a maid, to go be a janitor. We not gonna get on the bus, whereas some of us now, I'm not gonna, what you mean I ain't shopping at Target? I'm a shop at, that don't apply to me. Right? So it's things that they would have came together on that we now did because we don't understand the diminishing fear that we need to have. I want to paint a picture for us, Jose, before we get started, right? I want to paint a picture for us, Jose. The picture I want to paint to us is this. Watch this, Jose. It's good. It's good. Let's say you standing at the front of a door. I want you to have your eyes closed and think about this. We standing at the door, and behind the door is everything that we have envisioned in the moments when we by ourselves. It's the freedom financially. It's the opportunity to do so much with our family and loved ones. It's the wealth on the other side of the door, Jose. It's the equality. It's the quality of life that we envision on the other side of the door, Jose. Right? Like, I remember one of the parts, like in Dr. King's speech, when he talks about like our kids having this freedom. Right? That's on the other side of that door. The stories that our ancestors talked about, the freedom and the ability to maneuver in this America, knowing that the system is rigged, but knowing that things are piled up against you, not using that as a crutch, but saying, yo, on the other side of the door, Jose, is everything that people before me fought for, everything that I have envisioned, and everything that I want for the future generations. That's behind the door, Jose. And then we reach for the door. But the minute we reach for the door, Jose, fear kicks in. And we tell ourselves that I ain't worthy of it. We tell ourselves that we don't deserve it. We tell ourselves that this isn't actually for me. We tell ourselves, what if I lose the money? What if I make the sacrifice and the sacrifice is actually the beginning to my downfall? What if I make the sacrifice and no one appreciates it? We reach for the door, but then we are paralyzed by the fear of what ifs. What happens, Jose, when we are anchored to the fear of what ifs? What happens, Jose, when we dug a trench from trauma that has triggered? Jose, what do we do? So the first step, Jose, in achieving the thing that we truly want to achieve is the investment in diminishing the fear. It's a step-by-step process. Because what we don't realize, Jose, a lot of times is that fear doesn't just paralyze us. Fear keeps us from winning. Fear costs us the game. When I think about the people who come before us, Jose. We are so grateful for the people that came before us. I think about, Jose, them understanding that they needed the courage to be bigger than the fear. Because the courage says that, yes, I am scared. Yes, I am fearful of what could happen if this go wrong. But the courage says, I believe more in what could go right if I act. The courage says, I'm gonna do it regardless. The courage says, I will be relentless in the pursuit of the things that I know can change my life. The courage, Jose, in order to be the trailblazer, in order to have your name etched in history, in order to be the person that changed the game, you gotta have more courage than fear. So, Jose, when I think about us in these unprecedented times, I ask myself, like, what are we scared of? What is it that from birth that we have been programmed with that keeps us from taking the necessary steps to achieve the thing that we have watched everyone else achieve? Like, what is the thing? What is it that we are tied to? What is it that we are anchored? What is it that is, this is the word I want to use right here. What is it that is holding us hostage? See, the thing about being held hostage is, when we think about being held hostage, when I think about that picture, Jose, it's a room that you are tied to something. Your arms tied, your legs tied, you might be blindfolded, and you're in a room that's locked. And the thing about being blindfolded, Jose, is, here's the thing about being blindfolded. In that environment, being blindfolded, you only produce worst case scenarios. The thing about being blindfolded in that environment is you only think about what's the worst thing that they gonna do to me next. Okay. And when I think about people being blindfolded in those situations, being hostages in those situations, Jose, watch this. A mere touch sends a tremble through the body. You're nervous, you're scared, and you panic, and you're jittery. The heart pumping a certain way. All you see is worst case scenario. What's they gonna hit me with? Are they gonna do this to me? Are they gonna that to me? And what happens is, Jose, you actually shut the body down. You can't think clear. So what is it that is financially holding us hostage? Because whatever it is that's financially holding us hostage, Jose, it's not allowing us to see the opportunity that we have. Jose, for me to be able to go and use this market and to show people how to use this market, that's the financial Underground Railroad. But there's sacrifices that must be made on that journey. Because the freedom comes at a cost. The freedom comes with real life scars. In order to be free, in order to get on that Underground Railroad, You must always be willing to adjust to whatever the situation requires. So I'm watching the movie, Jose, and I'm like, oh, one person that got on the Underground Railroad, he put himself in a box. And why? He put his wife in the box. And they got shipped, but his wife died. His wife died in the box. He kissed her. He said he loved her. But guess what he kept doing? Going forward. He could have easily said, man, I lost my wife. There's no reason for me to move on. But instead he said, because I lost my wife, this is more of the reason for me to move on. We talked about this last week. The trauma has to trigger your triumph. We talked about that. The trauma has to trigger your triumph, not your detriment. So I'm asking, like, watch this. What version of us has to die in the box in order for us to say, I'm gonna keep going forward? Instead of something of us, a version of us dying in the box and we stand right there to mourn. We standing right there to say, I ain't going because this part of me died in the box. I'm not going because I took this loss. Okay, watch this make more sense. I'm gonna stop trading the market. I'm gonna stop investing in the market because I lost $5,000. I'm gonna stop trading. I'm gonna stop investing in the market because I lost $10,000. I wanna be free, and I know doing what I'm doing not gonna get me free. I gotta get on the financial Underground Railroad, and I gotta take the chance. I gotta take the risk. I gotta get cut. I gotta risk the hounds coming after me. I gotta risk paying the capital gains taxes. I gotta risk somebody saying something in the market that make the market crash. I gotta risk my formula not playing out the way it was supposed to play out. I gotta risk executing at the wrong time. I gotta risk buying too many contracts. I gotta risk over leveraging my account sometime because I got too zealous about what's going on. I gotta risk the trade going all the way against me. I gotta risk taking the loss, but I can't mourn none of it because I know the Underground Financial Railroad works. How do we know it works? Because we've seen too many people like us take the same journey and come out free on the other side. We've watched it. We've seen it. So my question is, when do we get to a point where we realize that every small step forward, we're actually diminishing fear? I ain't get here overnight, Jose. I took them L's and I was like, yo, watch this. Every L was just a piece of steel on a track to get me where I had to go, right? And I think about it like the L's led the way. The L's led me to liberty. Because for every L, I discover something new. For every L I took and it didn't break me, I realized it made me better. For every L I took, I got more encouraged because I knew that this was only something to discourage me from getting to freedom. It was an operational expense. But instead, as I watch the show, I see there's certain points in the show where somebody realizes that what is going, watch this, Jose. What happens, Jose, when the emotion that it took for us to leave the plantation goes away? What happens when the emotion and the feeling and the endorphins that it took for me to leave the plantation, what happens when I realize what's going on and then that emotion goes away? What do I do now? Okay, watch. Let me make that make sense to you. You see the post. Trap made this. And then you see another post where you post the screenshots of the people who's also on the railroad. They making money. And then you fixate in your mind that I want to make that money too. I know this. I know that this is how I get to freedom because I'm watching them get to freedom. So this has to be the way. Boom, you get there. You see it, and the first thing you say to yourself is, okay, I'm studying, I'm reading, it's time to execute. Wait, that costs how much? That trade costs how much? That investment costs how much? And you mean the first option play or the first buy and hold not gonna make me $1 million? You mean to tell me I can't quit my job after the first investment or the first trade? You mean I can't retire after the first investment in the first trade? You mean I can't tell my boss, get out of my face after the first investment or the first trade? You mean I can't quit my second job after the first investment or the first trade? Nah, this game is this is preposterous. This has to be a scam. You better go back to the master's plantation, cause you gonna get us killed out here. You gonna get us all killed out here with this freedom talk. You gonna make it worse on the rest of us when you get away. You gonna get us all financially hung when you get away and we still here, because they gonna take it out on us and not you. And then when you get caught, they gonna make an example out of you and they gonna put some more fear in us. You are out of your mind. That don't work. I ain't doing it. Because I can't quit my job after, you ain't guaranteed, you don't even got no roadmap. You just following the stars. You listening to some stupid song. You listen to somebody tell you how to do something. Why would they come back and help us if it was real? Why would they go get free and come back and help us? He working for the people. She working for the people. They leading us to get caught. You can't be serious. This can't be real. Why would they leave and go get free and come back? Why they don't got no map? How you get from here to there and come back without getting caught? This ain't real. Nobody in their right mind would do that. So what happens? Man, I know every time I look at my daughter, it makes me understand that the freedom ain't just for me. They got generations that's coming behind her that I gotta let them, I gotta impose this liberation mindset, not just in her. I gotta program her in a way that she normalized investing in the market, that she normalized understanding a savings account, a checking account, investing. I gotta normalize her on freedom literature. Let me dig in that a little more, Jose. We gotta normalize the dialogue that freedom is not only her birthright, that is part of her DNA. Somebody gotta debunk the idea that you can't win the game. Yep, we know the game is rigged, 100%, but that still don't mean you can't win. It just means you gotta have the financial fortitude to consistently endure. They said, oh, Trap, once we figure out the game, they're gonna change the rules. So? The railroad has many tracks. It has many paths. I was watching the show, Jose, look what it said. She said, listen, make sure you walk, you don't make two sets of footprints. Make sure that you walk in the same footprints that you see. Because if you start creating new footprints, you do two things. You, one, confuse the people that come from behind us, and two, you put the catchers on. So when I think about that, Jose, to myself, I think, okay, there's footprints that tell us that this is possible. There's people who've actually gotten here before that tell us it's possible. So my next question is, Jose, why do we doubt the possibilities when we have proof that it exists? Why do we doubt the possibilities? Watch this, limiting belief right here. I don't really want to be wealthy. I just want to make sure me and my people good. I don't really need $1 million. I just want to make sure, like, I'm comfortable. You say stuff like that when you truly don't believe. No, I want all of it. I don't want nobody else's portion. I just want mine. And I know for a fact that my portion is abundant. I know for a fact that your portion is abundant. And I know for a fact that your abundance has so much overflow to it that you can make sure that people behind you drink from your well. I speak that. I know that. Why? Because I've seen the game. And the game is so much bigger than what I've seen. But just the level that I've seen, I'm like, oh, this is serious. There's no limitation to it. But like, when I say diminishing fear, Jose, I'm saying, I'm looking at my account, I'm like, all right, I gotta get in people. How much for this building? No. Watch this. Anything that you think in your brain, Napoleon Hill said, anything that you can mentally conceive, you can physically achieve. You just gotta paint the picture, not to the world. You gotta paint the picture to yourself. So I painted a picture to myself, and the picture said that we can go get $850,000 out the market in 2 months. And we did it in 6 weeks. Not to put in my pocket, not to brag, because I just didn't want to give them people all my money. Why? Because I said there's footprints. There's footprints that says that you can go get this much money out the market. Now, the footprints didn't say you can use it on real estate. The footprints didn't say you could do this, but the footprints did say that you can go get the money out the market, and whatever you do with it is on you. So I followed the footprints. I walked carefully. I made sure I followed the prints that was in front of me. And then watch this, Jose. Once I achieved it, I said, I can create a new path. I can show them another way. That's all. We gonna follow this, but we can show them another way. And you say, we go get the money out the market, we use the market as a we use that money as a down payment on another asset, and now we gotta figure out how to make that asset work on taxes, and then make that asset cash flow, and then make that asset refinance, get that money back from the refinance, take that money, put it back in the market, let that thing keep cash flowing, and now what you've done, you've now created another set of tracks that lead to freedom. You just create another set of, you write on a tree, trap was here. Or you put the symbol, because watch this, you don't want them to know. You don't want them to know. So you write something on the tree, and the people, watch this, what it say in Habakkuk? Hey, write the vision, make it plain, so that he who follows you write the vision, make it plain. Okay. And you know, when you come to this, watch this, when you come to this junction, you understand that this is a pivot place. You just understand that this is a pivot place. And guess what? Now you are now equipped with what it takes to take the information you've gotten from those who came before you, and you help that information evolve. I don't have to be the end all be all. I just want to add to the legacy. I don't got to be the end all be all. I don't got to be the smartest person. Guess what? I don't got to be the one that made the most money. I just want to add another tool. I want you to outperform me. I want you to do better than me. That's why I don't hide the information. That's why I document everything I do. Because why? It's bigger than me. It's bigger than me. Trap, how you give so much game all the time? Cause what? I'm new money, fam. I'm learning as I go. But guess what? I believe I done saw the vision in my head so many times. I don't got to hold it from you. And because I don't gotta hold it from you, it make me say, I don't gotta always be right. I don't got to make most money. I don't got to be the smartest one. You know why? I'm new money. I'm new to freedom. I'm new to freedom. I don't got to hold every 3 hours, every Tuesday. I'm here. We here. We learning as we go. I don't got to withhold it. We don't got to charge for everything we do. We can give it away because I want somebody else to come and write on a tree. I want somebody else to come to paint the picture in the mud. I want somebody else to take a fig off the tree and paint something so when the people come behind them, they say, yep, Trap got us here, and then I took what Trap taught me and I went here, and so now I'm obligated to teach the next group of people that come behind me. Come on, man. We fighting about things that the generations before us would have been in unison on. We fighting vigorously about things that the generation before us would have came together on. So no, fam. Step one, get control of how you see your money. Because guess, I promise you, the freedom that we after, you're gonna need that capital. Because the gap gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger. Crypto's in play now, bigger and bigger and bigger. And the bigger the gap gets, the more unfair the game gets. The bigger the wealth gap gets, the more unfair the game gets. The more unfair the game gets, the more the people at the bottom suffer. The more laws come in place that exclude you, not include. The more regulations come in place that exclude you. The more rigged the game get, the more that wealth gap increases. The more we watch them build billion, trillion-dollar companies and we sit on the sideline, the more that wealth gap, the more they can pass down to their kids and grandkids. The more they do that, the more the game is not in your favor. And we can cry all day about it not being fair. But I promise you, crying about it not being fair don't get it fixed. The more you cry about it not being fair, the more it gets deregulated. Because guess what, y'all? A broke man's tears only water the wealth of those who are already wealthy. Because the more you cry about not being wealthy, the more they know they doing the thing that they designed, the more they know the game is working the way they want it to work. The more we say, this ain't fair, the wealth inequality, the more they sit back and say, yep, that worked. So our cries are only a signal to let the people know who designed the game that the plan is working. I remember my grandmother told me something one day, Jose. He said, I fuss at you because I love you. The minute I stop talking to you, the minute you know you in trouble. Why did I say that just now? The minute we stop talking to them is the minute we let them know they're in trouble. The minute we start holding our hand close to our chest is the minute they know they're in trouble. The minute we stop protesting so much and start acting, accumulating, and putting in power, putting in position, they know they're in trouble. But the more you protesting, the more you hollering and screaming, the more they can put their eyes on you. And I'm not saying nothing wrong with that at all. But when we doing more of that, the more we're taking action, they understand the game is working exactly how it's designed. The minute you start saying, hey, 18 months, we ain't doing it. Bet you're $1 trillion company, $2 trillion company, $3 trillion company, $500 billion company. Bet. Let's see how you act on that $3 trillion company becomes a $1 trillion company in a year's time. We might can't buy all the options to make the stock go down, but when they do the earnings report, and the earnings report says, yep, sales have fallen for 5 straight quarters. Yeah. Yeah. The minute they get the earnings and they say, hey, not only is the earnings missing expectations, hey, but where did these 3 million short sellers coming from? Why we got 14 million put options on this? Who is that group of people? Hey, we were once the top 10 biggest companies per market cap. The stock has fell for 7 months straight. Why is that? Or they keep missing earnings, they keep missing revenue. Sales have fallen short, and these places, sales have fallen short. The branding ain't working. The marketing ain't working. The Super Bowl commercials ain't working. Oh, okay. How do we fix that? Well, we see they're protesting now. Let's talk to somebody. Where the leaders at? Where the representatives at? Or you create a group, you say, hey, who's these new board members we got that own 10% of this company? How they got the money to get 10%? Oh, well, they've been shorting the stock, and then they bought a seat at the table. How they bought? No, who gave them? No, nobody gave them. They bought a seat. How did they buy the seat? Oh, they got ownership. Who gave them ownership? This is the public markets. Freedom comes with strategy. You can't freestyle your way to freedom. You can't guesswork your way to generational wealth. Broke man tears only let the wealthy know that they working. Diminishing fears, y'all. Diminishing fears, y'all. Let's stop letting the differences we got between us distract us from the bigger vision. Let's stop harboring the hate toward one another. Let's stop finding reasons to not like each other. Let's find a common ground. Because the one thing I have learned, and the one thing I have paid attention to conquer a people somebody found a common ground. To keep a group of people down, to keep a class of people down, somebody found a common ground. Somebody said, yep, I don't agree with you here, I don't agree with you here, but here's what we do agree on. And that was the common ground. And if you agree with that common ground, and if you agree with that common ground, guess what? We can put our differences aside, because guess what? When we don't have unison on the vision, we can't conquer. And if we can't conquer, we know better than them. Jose, I'm watching the episode last night of the show, because I pay attention to things different, right? And so they asked the the overseer, right? He was doing a good job, and so they asked the master asked the overseer to come join him in a party that he had in the big house. And so they're in the big house, and the overseer the master is running for senator, right? He won't be a senator. And so they all sitting there talking about slavery. They're talking about cotton and tobacco, right? And they all got differences. But all of them are masters of their plantation. So as the master, you don't really get your hands dirty that much. You've inherited this privilege. And your goal now is to steward it generationally. And so the master asked, they all having a difference of opinion, and one of the masters asked the master that was going for the representative, he said, is that your overseer? He said, yeah. He said, he's hands-on. We since I took over for my father, we haven't had one runaway. And he says to him, they asked the overseer, he said, hey, I'm gonna ask you a question right now. He said, do you think if we didn't have slavery, that our wealth would be in ruins? And the overseer says to him, I sure as hell ain't going out there and picking. Is any one of y'all gonna go picking? And they all looked at him and said, he might got a point. And when I saw that, Jose, I thought to myself, what would America do without that $2 trillion in spending money from that 14%? I'm not saying it's gonna go bankrupt. I'm just saying, what would happen if that $2 trillion went somewhere else? What happened if that $2 trillion went into ownership of the Magnificent Seven? What happened if that $2 trillion went into ownership of Facebook, Amazon, Apple? What happened if that $2 trillion bet against America? What happened if that $2 trillion said, no, we're gonna build something over here? I'm not saying it's gonna go broke. I'm saying sometimes we gotta realize that your absence is more powerful than your presence. What happens if that 2 trillion realizes how powerful it really is? If that 2 trillion said, hey, we ain't playing none of the sports no more unless we get more ownership in these here right here. If that 2 trillion said, hey, we ain't gonna really like rap the music that y'all want us to rap until y'all like let this type of music. Matter of fact, we don't even want you. We gonna just take our music. We gonna do over here. Yeah. Like no. Matter of fact, we don't want them stores in our neighborhoods. We want these in the neighborhoods. What happens if that 2 trillion say, nope, no more check cashing, nope, we good. What if that 2 trillion say, hey, we don't even really want the government assistance no more. We gonna govern and assist ourselves. What if that, you know what I'm saying? Like, what if that 2 trillion say, hey, we gonna start our own private equity groups that only we gonna like invest in, right? We good. Because if you look at how this thing was built, you realize how important your presence really is. If you just take a step back and look at every significant moment, you was attached to it some way, somehow. Even if they gave credit to you or not. It's in your DNA. But watch this. You've been financially and mentally modified. You've been financially, mentally modified. You don't even understand who you really are. You don't even understand what you really mean to them. You've bought into the vision that they not just told you, but they told your mother, your grandmother, and your great-grandmother. Not realizing that some of the lessons that you were taught were out of survival. And instead of some of us pulling the plug, we stayed in survival. And so now we criticize those who run away. We criticize them. We talk down on them. We publicly scrutinize them. We publicly tear them down. We publicly find reasons to disassociate ourselves. And so as they see the division, they realize the plan is working. So when do we say there's the footprints that we can follow that can get us to freedom? Diminish the fear. Every day that we take a step forward is a day that we allow the grip to be loosened. Every day that we move forward, every day we fight, every day that we twist, every day that we turn, we break the yoke. We break it. Movement is medicine. Movement is power. Think about boats from Vikings, boats, when it was at war, and at the bottom, you had everybody rowing together at one time in troubled waters. But if one group stopped, if a few people stopped, the boat loses power. But if everybody row together in unison, I know as I'm rowing, Jose may get tired, but if he still just give me what he got, I can make up for him. And along the way, I may get a little tired. But if I give him what I got, he can make up for me. And if we just keep rowing that troubled water, if we keep rowing that dark path, we can be victorious. And along the journey, the boat gonna get hit. The boat gonna get some holes in it, because we at war. Gotta have some bloodshed at war. But the bloodshed let us know we worth it. The bloodshed let us know we on the right track. The bloodshed let us know freedom is on the way. The bloodshed let us know we diminishing the fear. It's your boy, the Wallstreet Trappin, man. Episode 130, Trappin Tuesdays. Let's get to it, man. Jose, how we feeling, dog?
Man, we
Hey, why the Louis bag right here, dog?
Huh?
Why the Louis bag right there? God damn it, I forgot it was right there. I see it a little high.
That's your main joint. I see you. I don't know what is the trip or the Super Bowl or what.
Bro, why you got no snacks?
You got a rack of tweetable quotes today.
Tweetables?
Tweetable joints.
Give me one.
A lot of bars,
Give me
man. From Every Step Forward is Diminishing Fear. I like how you played on the show. You know what I'm saying? Man, when you hit the your absence is more powerful than your presence.
Yeah. Can you come this out for me, dog?
I said, this boy freestyle is crazy.
Got ants in it. Unless I could drink a couple of ants.
You had ants in the cup.
I done ate a couple of ants when I was young.
God the mighty.
So we said your absence is more powerful than the presence.
Man, that one, yep.
Okay, I like that one.
Financially, mentally modified.
You know what I thought about right there? Genetically. Thought about genetically modified.
I said, okay, this boy in his bag, because I thought you was a little tired when you got off the plane.
I mean, shout out to our people right quick, man. We got DeMarcus Allen in the building. We got Terrence Herring in the building. We got Brett Castle in the building. We got Adrian in the building, KJ in the building, Tori Walker in the building, Shazam X in the building, Nettie in the building, Charlotte Jones in the building, Florida's top agent in the building, Roxanne in the building, Jeff Galata in the building, Mika Upperton in the building, Brittany Thomas in the building, Stock Stackers in the building, St. James in the building, Sean Johnson in the building, First Generation Millionaire 781 in the building, Walter Max in the building, Robert Dockery in the building, L. Smiley in the building, Roxanne in the building, Double R, I see you, family. Shazam X in the building, Tamara in the building, Tori Simmons in the building, Rams in the building, B. Ward in the building. Oh, they going crazy right now. Jose!
They need to share this out. Can we get the 400? Can we get the 4,000? I mean, we right there.
I've been on that for an hour.
Yeah.
Why you let me do that?
Because it's content, baby. It's content.
Damn. You can't let me cook
most people don't understand the back end. I'm thinking about content, watch time hours, the people.
You can't let me cook for an hour. Like
I'm watching as far as the numbers grow. If the numbers were diminishing.
I see what you did there.
Then I'll be like, hey, let's wrap that up.
I see what you did there.
You cooking.
I see what you did there. Larry Morgan in the building. I see you, family. Let's go Max B in the building. What's up, man? Johnny Valentine in the building. What's good, man? The New American Dream. Thank you for the super chat. What's good, fam? Cheesy Bread in the building. What's good, fam? Mark Isaac in the building. What's good, man? Danetta Howard in the building. DC Collection in the building. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. I like my people in the building, Jose. I like it. I'm back. We back. I see Steve with the Trappin Tuesday.
No, that was actually Nick. Shout out to the squad in the back.
Say, I told you. Hey.
He worked.
I forgot. We just added. Shout out to my dog, Nick. Shout out to my dog, Nick. We got somebody. Okay, Nick.
Okay. You said it, they was like,
he ready. I like that,
whipping
Nick.
it up in the back.
We like that, Nick. We had to give Steve a little help.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cause I'll be stressing him out.
Yeah.
I'll be putting him under pressure. He be stressed.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, before we get started on the show, though, I got a question for you.
Jose got a question for me before we start the show.
What you got planned for Valentine's Day, bro?
What you doing? This ain't that.
I just said, man, by time. Go ahead, flush Jose.
Gotta flush Jose, man.
I'm just saying.
Jose get an early flush. Bro, what are you doing? This is not that.
Hey, I was just wondering.
Nah,
hey,
I'm not wondering. I'm not wondering.
You're not doing it.
Why you wondering?
Cool. Hey,
I just went to, we just went to Super Bowl.
Yeah.
We just went to Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
We was at the 40-yard line.
I saw the footage.
Come on now.
Saw the footage.
Come on now. Come on now. I love that. So, come on. I got the water up here, though.
Yeah, no ants, ant-free.
My water ain't got ants in it, dog. My water do got ants in it.
Did they even rinse it? They did that joke like the diner. They just blew on that joke.
Hey, he said, my water ain't got ants in it. Water do got ants.
It still got ants. Bruh, that's crazy.
That was good. Damn.
I don't want y'all to fix me no beverages.
No, that was my fault. It was my fault. It was my fault. All right, so we got a hell of a show tonight, man.
Hey, look, everybody asks about the shirt. Shout out to one of the trappers.
So I forget who the name was. So y'all asked me about the shirt. I got something, Jose, that I won't do.
Yeah.
Right? I want to help our community get involved.
Okay.
All right. So I don't remember who sent the shirt, but they sent both of the shirts, right?
Yeah, shirt.
So send me
the whole package of everything.
Send me that shirt. Let me see that shirt.
Soap,
Let me see that shirt. So I'm gonna tell y'all something right quick. If you send me something to eat, I'm not gonna wait. I'm not gonna eat it.
Yeah, that food was sitting in there.
If you send me something to like put on my skin, I'm not gonna do it. LaShawna not gonna let me do it.
Right.
Right? But if you give us a shirt and it's representative to the brand, we'll shout it out. So I don't remember who this was. I apologize for that. But I think they sent both of the shirts. So they sent me this shirt right here that I got on. It was a dope shirt. It was the Wallstreet Looks Like Us Now. You know, it was real cool. We appreciate that shirt. And then we had this shirt too. This was real dope, right? I just liked this one a little more, but this one was dope too. So we appreciate that for sure. And then shout out to the guy.
That's my guy, Oye.
Who?
Oye, I think that's how you pronounce Oye. If I'm saying it wrong, my apologies.
Right? So we had this. Now the crazy part about this was we was already in process of talking about putting these out.
Mm-hmm.
And so when we saw yours, I was telling Jose, like, here's the adjustments we were talking about right here. So we got the guy with the trading journal came in. That was real good. Definitely you was on par with what we was doing. So, yep. Yours just didn't have it was a few things that we was gonna adjust.
Mm-hmm.
Yours came on a single page, but it was this is the exact, almost the exact.
It's quality. It's quality.
You had the Trappers Anonymous on it, but the certified trapper, some other stuff we was gonna do to it. We was gonna do black and gold, because that's our color. We gonna do black and gold, because that's our colors. But we got this, and this was super, super dope. That was it. So he sent a pack of these. Yeah. So this was super, super dope. So,
we need a P.O. box.
Huh?
I don't think we're getting stuff shipped here, right?
You want to get a P.O. box, L? Or you want to get it shipped here?
Yeah, I'm about to say.
All right. How you feel about that? P.O. box or here? All right, so we get a P.O. box. So, yeah, this was to the old spot, so we'll get a P.O. box where they can send stuff to. No big deal. But, yep, this was real dope. So, yep, the shirts were super dope. You know what I'm saying? We definitely love the shirts. I'm not gonna lie, super, super dope. So shout out to you. You know who you are. Thank you for it. You feel me? Thank you for it, for sure. We love it. We love it.
The Trappers be coming through.
Huh?
The Trappers definitely be coming
I tell you, I think we got the dopest, like,
communities.
Community, bro. Yeah. Like, we so super dope, man. So, let's get it, man. So let's start with our mantra. We definitely got to get into that, man. It's important that I got to take a sip, Jose. I'm a little parched, bro. You let me talk for an hour. Shit.
That's cool for all the people who new here. You know what I'm saying?
4,000 people in the chat, Jose.
You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
4,000 people in the chat. Can we get another 1,000?
Yeah, we definitely
Can we get another 1,000? All right, let's go, man. Let's start off with our mantra. Y'all know how I go. If you are new here, welcome home. You feel what I'm saying? Welcome home. We appreciate you being here at the table with us. If you old here, we got some leftovers for you, but we got some more stuff cooking, but give the people that's new here somewhere to sit. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to it, man. I am a certified Wall Street trapper. I'm confident in my ability to make great investments. The stock market is a machine that prints money, and I'm more than capable of operating this machine. Not only will I free myself, but my family will eat for a lifetime based on the information I apply today. I'm a money maker and a wealth builder. Today, I break all chains that anchor me to that poverty mindset. My ancestors will smile now because I've turned our last name into an asset. My family's purchasing power will increase indefinitely. Today, I make the declaration that no longer will I be a slave to money. No longer will a generation behind me inherit lack. No longer will I submit to selling my time for money. I am a first-generation millionaire. I am an architect of my family's legacy. I am a certified Wall Street trapper, and Wall Street looks like us now. Let's go, man. Yeah, man. So, Jose, let me say something to my two communities right quick, man. To TA and to my Patreon community. I haven't posted in the group yesterday or today. I had some real issues going on when I went home this week. You know, outside of just the Super Bowl, you know, enjoying that time with my baby girl, my homies, my OG. I had some real life situations that popped up Sunday night that I don't want to really talk about. But my mind wasn't really on the market. I was probably, and I'll just be honest with you, I'll probably really be honest with you, I was one phone call away from not being at the show today. I was one phone call away from not coming. Some shit just got real, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I love coming here. I love being a part of it. I love just everything we do, bro. So, you know, for me to even think about not being at the show means something really, really serious took place. You know what I'm saying? And man, I had to do some praying, bro. I had to do a lot of praying, bro. And it was so serious, but like the old version of me showed up for a second. You know what I'm saying? Remember, I was telling you about my therapist said that there's 3 versions of you, and you gotta learn how to navigate all 3 without letting one just be dominant.
Yeah.
And man, I just got so serious, bro. Like the old, like Free popped up, and I could not put them back. Shout out to my dog Travis, because he was just like, you know, like he kept being that voice of reason for me in that situation. So, matter of fact, let me call my dog, bro, right quick. I gotta thank him again, dog. Like,
nah, that's real.
I gotta thank him again, dog, because he really was vital to me, bro. Let me FaceTime him right quick. I gotta tell him, dog, like, he was really vital to me, bro.
Yeah.
He was really vital to me, bro. Just being able to say,
Family member,
what's up, bro?
how you feeling, man?
Man, I'm good. Hey, I'm live on the show right now, you hear me?
All right.
I just wanted to tell you, bro, you know, without putting, you know, what we went through this weekend, bro. I just want to tell you live that, bro, I love you, bro. And this weekend, bro, you really was a voice, you know, for keeping me when I had stepped out of myself. you kept bringing me back in a way that was needed, bro. You feel me? Because it's easy for somebody to be like, nah, man, yeah. You know what I'm saying? To encourage where we was going at. I got your back, bro, and I'm with whatever you with. But you didn't do that, bro. You were a constant reminder to me in that moment how important I am, how far we've come, while still, like, you handled that well, bro. And I just want to tell you that, bro. Like, I love you, bro. I thank you for being my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, our friendship, our brother, in that moment, showed me a lot about us, bro. And I just gotta tell you that, bro. Like, thank you, bro. Like, even afterwards, you sent me a message and you showed me something. You say, hey, see this? This is what happens when you don't have nobody in your corner to tell you how important you are. And you was like, bro, like, you human, but we smarter than being that. And that's, say, bro, I just want to tell you that, bro. Thank you hear me, bro?
Man, I love you too, bro.
Yeah.
You already know that, bro.
Yeah.
Love you too, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I'd do it 1,000,000 times for you.
Yes, sir, bro. Yes, sir, bro.
I mean,
Yes, sir, bro.
before now, you
Yes, sir.
already know, bro. It's all love every day with us, bro.
Yes, sir,
All
bro.
love.
Yes, sir. So
All love, bro.
I'm on the show. Let me get back to the show, bro. But I definitely wanted to just, sometimes, bro, I just want the public, and I think it's important that, like, men like myself, we ain't perfect. You know what I'm saying? But it's important. And I told you, I ain't tell you, but I told Greedy, I say, dog, I think it was God. Because if I would have caught an Uber, that situation would have went a whole nother way.
Yeah, absolutely. No doubt. That absolutely would have, bro.
Yeah.
It was God. It was everything in him that led us in that situation for it to work out like that, bro.
Yeah. Why you still got the same shirt on? You gonna wash it?
So this another one. So
That ain't another one. I know this goddamn shirt when I see it.
do that, bro. This another one.
All right, I'm gonna holler at you. Good night. I'm gonna holler at you. Cause we don't went from having fun to now I'm about to start ribbing you from having that same goddamn shirt on. You had a shirt on Saturday. That ain't, you ain't switched it out. It's the same shirt.
Why it's so white then?
Because you washed it.
It's the Tom Ford Drake.
What?
Bro, come on. Get off my phone. I'm gonna holler at you. Bye. I'm gonna holler at you. Anyway.
It's the Tom Ford Drake.
Nah.
You know, he's like the poster boy for Tom Ford now. Like, this nice.
But
Shout out to Trav.
Just without getting into it, man, it was just one of those, I think that, we ain't perfect, bruh. You know what I'm saying? And we all have moments, bruh. And that was a rare moment for me. And I was gone. And I was willing to go so much further. Not that I think back like, damn, like, shit, you know what I'm saying? And I always trying to think to myself sometimes how close we are. And I remember OG told us this one day. Remember OG told us this? He said, Trap, we always one decision away from losing it all. I never forget he told me that, bro. E.T. told me that, man. He said, bro, every day we are one decision away from losing it all, man. So,
And even that post you posted, it's like,
what?
It's like one decision or 5 minutes could cost you 25 years or something like that.
It's gonna cost you everything, man. So, I just want to tell my dog thank you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's small things, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, definitely want to tell my dog thank you for that, bro. All right, man, let's get into it, man. So, how we feeling tonight in the chat? Let's talk about, we got a dope show ahead of us. We got some things to talk about, man. So I gotta get through all this information tonight. So it's important that we get through it. It's important that today is important that we get through it. So let's get through it, man. Let's get through it. All right, so the dial was up. Hey, we had a rally today. And then it turned down, then it moved a couple ways. We're gonna talk about some stuff I want to do moving forward. But again, I just wanted to tell my Patreon group and my Trappers Anonymous group, don't hold it against me, man. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all like to talk to me. You know what I'm saying? I know I like to get in there and we talk, but yesterday and today I didn't get in. I had to, I had to just go through it in my head and take a reflection on, because I think what happens too in a life journey, bro, Jose, is we got to constantly measure. Travis, stupid. We got to constantly measure our progress. You know what I'm saying? We got to be real with ourselves. Did I pass or did I fail? Right? And we got to keep on. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I definitely think I could have handled that a whole lot better. Talked to my therapist about it. Could have handled it a whole lot better. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that it didn't cost me. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad it didn't, you know, so be able to move on and, you know, anyway. So just want to tell my communities, man, like, you know, I got y'all and I appreciate y'all. I didn't even check the groups. I was so locked out. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. So anyway, let's get to it, Jose. So the market was up, then it went down. Definitely, we're going to talk about that. NASDAQ down, tech getting caught a little heavy, beaten. End of the day, we're going to talk about some stuff today that get into that, Jose. But let's get to the next slide. Let's look at the market. So we're still in that neutral space. We got a Fed chair. We got to talk tomorrow. Inflation data come in tomorrow. We had an interesting conversation today in the market. Every time Jerome Powell talks, bro, no matter what it is, we want to just be aware of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? The market is fearful of what he got going on and what he talking about. I don't think he's doing a bad job, though, if I'm being honest with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think he's standing on business, bro. I don't think he's backing down from what's going on. I think he's embracing it because he feel like he got a job to do, bro. So here we go. We in a neutral space, which I like when we in neutral. I'm gonna be real with you because here's what I like about being in neutral. Neutral means the plays that I got can still move forward. They may decrease a little bit, but there's also buying opportunities that I can jump on. I don't like when we in extreme greed or fear because that's just like, it's an extreme one way or the other, right? And so I like when we in that neutral, especially when we in that, like, my favorite place to be in is that 55-60 range. That's a good place for me. You know what I'm saying? That 55-60 range is a good place for me. All right, let's go a little further, man. Here we go. So we still have more calls than puts. Y'all know that's important for us to see that put-call ratio at 0.82 is not bad for me. That's a good range for me. You know what I'm saying? That 0.75 to 0.8 something is good for me. I'm okay because it means we're a little more bullish than we are bearish. You know what I'm saying? Like, it means the market still got some bears in it, but we're a little more bullish than we are bearish, and that's a cool spot for me to be in. And so, let's go a little further on that. All right, so here's what the market looked like today. We got a Microsoft. We I want to say something, Jose. We need to create an email for this. We want to create a financial show that comes on 1 hour every day, Monday through Friday, except for holidays. We want a black woman who understands finances. I'm going to coach you a little bit on, you know, having your own energy, but just an idea of what we're looking at. So we want to talk about that, man.
Yeah, we got an email.
I'm
Hey,
going to wait till we get an email.
I'm about to say, I don't know if she already.
Once we get an email, we're going to do that. So
I had some of the trappers even hit me up already. Like,
yeah,
hey,
so we
put me in the
want
running.
to create a show around it. We want to create a show around it. We want a black woman that understands finances, so I don't got to teach you the market, right? But what I do want to teach you is how to engage, how to message. We already got a graphic team. We're already going to have a research team. We want to create a show around a black woman that understands the game. We already got the title for it. You would definitely have to come through, you know, Monday through Friday, except holidays. So it is kind of a job, you know what I'm saying? But we want to grow with you. Shout out to Nat. We appreciate you, my love. You know what I'm saying, for that super chat. We want to create a show around you. I think it's important in a male-dominated industry, black or white, in a male-dominated industry that we have some black women that just talk about the market. So you gotta, guess, be in the Atlanta area or willing to come here because the prep work is gonna take about an hour. You know, so if we want the show to come on at a certain time, you know, you probably had to get here an hour early. And so, yeah. So definitely gotta be in the Atlanta area or willing to make that drive. So yeah, we really wanna do that, man. Like, that's my goal for the second show. Something that come on every day. And I think it's so fire just to see a black woman talk about money every single day. Shout to Jill and Hurst for having an all-woman team. Wow. They so bunch of killers, right? Shout out Agent Nicole because she, you know what I'm saying? Ashley Fox will be dope, but she got her own thing going on. So she not gonna want to come here Monday through Friday and, you know what I'm saying? She has a huge brand that she building out, so she not gonna want to come here, you know what I'm saying, and talk about stocks every day with me. You know what I'm saying? So, nah, but Ashley Fox is dope. All right, let's talk about, so Apple was the only one of the big dogs today that still, you know what's crazy about that, dog? Like, here's the crazy thing about Apple, bro. Like, all the big dogs could be up and it'll be down. But then all the big dogs could be down and it'll be the only one going up. You know what I'm saying? So we had a big day out of Apple, Berkshire, Intel. So news came out that the Intel CEO, they got a reading, they got a great reading on chips being built in America, sent the stock going up. So the stock is definitely, Intel stock definitely, you know what's crazy? Like this year I'm seeing some turnaround stories happen, Jose. I'm seeing Intel have a turnaround story, Oracle have a turnaround story, AT&T got up to $20-something. I said, whoa, Mr. Bad Debt, you know what I'm saying? So so we see that going around, man. Yeah, so kind of mixed bag today. Tesla getting the brakes beat off from the day. That probably be we'll talk about that a little later. All right, IBM up today, another one. So listen, this AI revolution is definitely helping some companies that were like just dead, right? Because watch this. It's allowing, so before the AI thing became a big theme, these companies had nothing that can help it like have this resurgence, right? Because the big dogs were just being the big dogs. They was dictating the game, they was dominating the game. You know, they had so much, they had all the innovation, right? They had but then when you get the AI into play, it kind of almost, I don't want to say it levels the playing field, Jose, but it gives everybody a chance to like squabble up. Come on. You know what I'm saying? You get to squabble up. So, and you see people like Intel, like IBM say, hey, I got a dog in the fight. You know what I'm saying? Chips gonna be made in America again? Well, made in America, I got a dog in the fight. You know what I'm saying? So it allowed me to, come on. Okay, somebody said where was IBM in 22 when the market was down? It was down. In the basement. You know what I'm saying? Sleeping, trying to fight bankruptcy. You know what I'm saying? In the basement. You know what I'm saying? Yep, so everybody, what? IBM had nothing, but is he serious? I didn't say IBM is a game changer. I said, see, they don't be listening. You be coming up with their own narrative. They be taking my words, throwing them somewhere else, and just painting the words that they want to say. Simply, I said IBM and Intel, I did not say go invest in them. I didn't say that. I didn't say go invest in Intel. I didn't say go invest in IBM. I promise I didn't say that. I said, simply all I said was, with AI being a thing right now, companies that were dead are now getting a little breath of fresh air. That's all I said. That's all I said. Let me see something. Bro, like, we just be creating a narrative. Look, IBM, year to date up 14%. 1 year up 36%. That's all. That's all I said. I just said, since AI has become a thing, companies that were dead are now getting life breathed into them because they're able to get in the game. That's all. What are we saying here? Flush them up. I should have flushed your ass. I should do, bro. When the last time you saw IBM up 14% in January, February? Bro, they've been lucky they had a 14% year. Come on, bro. What are we? Let's see something right quick. Intel up 4% on a year. Bro, that's beating the S&P. That's beating the S&P. I literally just said this. Because of AI, companies that were doomed, that were like, yo, we fighting off bankruptcy. The big dogs is big dogging. We said since the AI theme that these companies are now having a resurgence. Why? Because they can say, hey, we got AI too. We doing AI too. And it's just showing in the stock price. Intel up 4% year to date. That's better than the S&P 500. IBM up 14% year to date, up 36% in 1 year. That beats them. Next slide, man. God damn. I'm not gonna do this with y'all. And that ain't me saying buy it. That is not me saying go buy Intel and IBM. I'm not saying that. I didn't say that. You did not.
I'm in a bind, Nate.
Y'all don't get me out that bind. I didn't say that. I did not say that. Damn. Heal. Come on, y'all got to heal, man. You got to stop creating these narratives, man. Hey, what that is, cuz? What that is? Man, pop that. I knew my shit was missing. Come on. Yeah, what that is, though? Huh? All right, but I'm gonna give it
all types of snacks. Look, I told you, me and Cam cleaned up yesterday, found that unopened. You know what I'm saying?
You trying to knock my water off? You think you slick? All right, so check this out, y'all. Here's the S&P for the last 10 years. Let's talk about it. All right? Why is this important, Jose? Because I've been telling people since maybe like 2017, Jose, I've been using the S&P as the VOO as my savings account. So here's your returns just from the last 10 years in the market. 2005, 3%. Well, that's more than 10 years, 20 years. Is it? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 20 years. But 15 is 10. I'm wondering, like, let me count. I'm reading like, wait, Steve, what we doing?
It looks like a little
Who that
bit
is,
more
Steve
than
or
10.
Nick? Let's get on it. We got.
It's been a long day, but
It's been a long day. It's been a long day. I be feeling like I'm dyslexic, but I had to recount the numbers. Let me recalibrate what I see, you know what I mean? So, but the last 20 years, this is what it looks like. From 05 to 2024, including this year, you only had 1, 2, 3, 4. So from 05, Jose, that's crazy. Now watch this though. From 15 to 24, you had 3 bad years. You feel me? From 2015 to 2024. And so we count this year, you know what I'm saying? So, bro, like, now here's the crazy pose. Hey, watch this. Watch this. If you, for the people that got 401ks, watch this, Jose. If you got a 401k, I want you to go back to 2015. Here goes some homework for y'all. Somebody say, Trap gonna keep some trail mix. I'm telling you, I like the snack, man. Right? Here's some homework, Jose. if you go back to 2015, if you got a Roth IRA, a 401k, a pension, I want you to go look at what the returns were in your account from 2015 till last year. That's gonna be powerful right there. That's gonna be powerful right there, Jose. That's homework. Like, what other show gonna give them homework like that? Right?
That's real.
Jose, I want them to go back from 2015 all the way up to last year. And I want you to compare. And all you gotta do, if you don't see it, you call them and say, hey, I need a breakdown on the returns, because it should be on your paperwork, but if not, because they'll make it hard to find. What was my returns from 2015 to 2024 on a per year basis? I want you to go figure that out. Somebody say, I just looked, Trap, 6%. Valerie said that. Valerie said, Trap, I did 6%. Let me ask you a question. Val, I hope you don't mind me calling you that. Was it 6% every year? Or give us a little, man, I wish we had the quick call it. Hey, Trap, what's up?
The only thing we just can't, somebody call ahead and say something crazy.
Oh, yeah, we can't. We gotta have a
we live.
Turn the TV on, turn the TV on. Turn the TV on, turn the TV on.
You gotta hang up quick.
Right, so what I did, somebody said, so Mario, I'm up 12% on average yearly. Not bad. If you got 12%, if you're doing 12% a year, or on average you do 12%, that's not bad at all. Now, you underperform the market. Hear me here. So, Shatora, do this for me. Go from 2015 to 2024 and give me an average return. Like, add them all up right here, and then give me an average return on those years. So watch this. 12% ain't bad, but you just looking at the numbers, you probably underperform the market, but 12% ain't bad. L. Johnson says 6% for 10 years. Wow. Tammy Wiggins said mine was 11%. Erica says mine was 11%. My 401k did 27% last year. I have majority of my money in the S&P 500. So 27% last year, not bad. Now, let me say this to y'all. Watch this. You get the 27%, but then once you pay the taxes and the fees, you now underperform the market. You feel me? You still got to take out the fees and the taxes. Okay, watch this. Cheesy Bread said my Roth IRA did 10%, my 401k percent did 8%. Trap, I'm around 15% I need to rearrange some things. I don't know the percentage, but in 2015, I started with 7K. As of today, I'm at 130K. You did really good. You did really good. 6% for me. Love McNeil say 9%. 10% for my 11 years. I picked the best performing fund. That's good. My Roth IRA is up 27% year to date currently. So not today, brother. Like, what have you done on the average of the 10 years? Mine did between 25 and 33%, I think, but I tied it to a fund similar to the dynamic fund too. So if you're doing 27, 25 to 33%, that's not bad. That's good. The money I invested was at 22%. Okay, wow. Right?
So like 12.21.
So 12.21. So you got to at least do 12.3%. If you just, from 2015 to 2024, you average about 12% return on your money. Right? Now watch this, Jose. In 2022, the market was down 19.5%. We did 16%. 2023, we did 31%. 2024, we did 47%. We ain't had to pay nobody nothing.
George said, average that.
You feel me? So all I'm saying is, in most cases, not always every case, in most cases, you can outperform the market. So somebody say I started with 7K in 2018, it's 259K now. Man, that's amazing. That's amazing. Listen, there are some people that, you kill it. You know what I'm saying? When you take the taxes and the fees out, you're pretty good. Right? I just want y'all to know that for most people, for about 80, maybe about 75, 80% of the people, even if you did average 12% up here, if you average 12%, once you take out the fees, you're done for. You're done for. And I think the fees on average all together is about 2% with everything combined. You feel what I'm saying? So I just want y'all to know that you can outperform the market, y'all. You can outperform the market. Let's go a little further. All right, so let's trap of the week, man. We gotta start with that, Jose. This one was important for me. The OG, OW Gurley, is our Wall Street certified trapper of the week. This is the founder. Right? This is the founder of the Greenwood District in Tulsa, Oklahoma, known as Black Wall Street. They say on average around this time with Black Wall Street, the average dollar circulated between 8 and 13 times before it left the community. The average dollar in that community circulated between 8 and 13 times before it left that community. That's amazing. He started with 40 acres, and he just kept building. From movie theaters, doctor's offices, lawyers, everything. The biggest thing what I love about this was, I'm gonna say something, and I guess I'm saying it with my 2025 eyes. I'll be honest with that. The worst thing that happened to this wasn't just the bombing, because they actually rebuilt. It was the idea that they needed to go shopping across town. Integration killed this. And again, I'm looking at it with my 2025 eyes. And the reason why I say that is because, they had built it up. After it was, that was the first bomb ever dropped on America. The first bomb dropped on America. The second bomb dropped on America is when that dropped on itself by accident. We didn't even know that, huh? America dropped a bomb on itself by accident. But it didn't go off. Huh? The first one, huh? Yeah, this was the first one. The one that didn't go off. It was the A-bomb. They dropped it by mistake. It didn't go off. Think about that. Go look it up.
But is it considered a bomb if it don't bomb?
Yeah, it's a bomb.
It don't boom?
Jose says, is it a bomb if it don't boom?
It's like, I mean, I know I ain't the only one.
Yeah. The first bomb was this one. The one that when they did to Tulsa, Oklahoma. The first time America, yep. The second was when they created the A-bomb, but they dropped it on ourselves by mistake. It just didn't go off. Go look it up. Think about that. Think about that. And then the next one was Philly, the movin. So the first four, out of the first 4 times America bombed something, it was... But I think movin was a little later, because that came out the 80s. I think so, 80s. So they had done went crazy already. But yeah, first bomb on America was this one right here. And then the A-bomb, mistake. So we can essentially say the first 2 bombs that America dropped was on itself. Now I want to say something to you. Imagine how powerful economically you were for them to realize they need to burn you to the ground. That shows the power. You know what I'm saying? Somebody say, please stop eating. No, I'm hungry. Right? That shows the power, bro, and you understanding, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've always said this, yo, like, you want to hit America in the pocket, you want to hit America hard, you hit them in the pocket, bro. You want to really make your presence felt, bro. Like, take your money out somebody's establishment. Because guess what? You don't become a $1 billion business, you need everybody involved. That $2 trillion in spending money, if that goes away from any business, yo, they feel that. You take that $2 trillion in spending power from anybody's business, yo, they feel that. Why you think, watch this, Jose, I'm gonna show you how gangster it is. Why you think they pumped $4 trillion in the economy during the pandemic? Cause they understood, bro, hey, nobody not working, we gotta keep the money going. And here's what they understood. We can't just give ourselves the money. We can't just print the money and give it to ourselves.
So we're gonna give it to you, and then
we gotta give it to you so that way you can voluntarily
give it back.
Give it back.
And you can't say we ain't give you nothing.
And you can't say we ain't give it to you. So at that point, guess what I can say? I gave y'all some money. I did my part in not letting the economy fall flat on its face. We put this was the biggest stimulant of all time. Hey, y'all wasn't working. We had a worldwide pandemic going on. We paid y'all $1,400 a month, and we gave y'all some PPP money. We stimulated the economy. But watch this, Jose. We stimulated the economy, no jobs, but at the same time, you had 2 companies hit $1 trillion. How is this possible? And guess what? During that time, the richest man in the world wasn't a tech company, wasn't an innovative company. It was a luxury goods company by the name of Louis Vuitton, Moet and Hennessy.
My nigga, God, please.
So instead of taking care of necessities,
I mean, they bought toilet paper.
Definitely ran in there and got the toilet paper.
Toilet paper? Why we rushed to buy the toilet paper? What that was about?
If it snowed, toilet paper. If a hurricane coming, toilet paper. People want to wipe their butt.
Yeah, bro. Think about that. The richest man in the world was not a tech giant. It was a luxury goods company. So that means, and watch this, from 2020 to 2023, the wealthy increased their wealth by at least 13%. You had a 13% increase on your wealth between those 2 years. How is that possible? And here's the thing, I'm not faulting nobody. I'm just saying we now got to get to a moment where we start realizing how important our finances really are. And so now I'm not going to just, again, watch this. You can be pro-black without being anti-white. But I am a lover of who I am as a black man. I am a lover of who I am as a black father, right? And while I want classism, I want us to all change classes, I still also want my race of people to be better, right? And I think people, they don't want you to live in that. You got to be either this, you got to be an extremist, or you got to be nothing. Like, on this journey, I met some dope-ass white folks that I rock with. They cool as shit. They be giving me game on business. That still don't, and they know when the trap talk, he gonna talk classism, we also gonna talk his experience from being a black man in America. That's all I ain't never been nothing else. And I've been on the black side, I come from the black side of America that they really be on some, hey, nah, that nigga out there, right? So I get it. So you can be pro-black and still, not be anti. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel personally that, bro, like, we have such a, watch this, bro. They didn't even have access to the market like we do in the 60s. Like, you had some people that was able to, like, get in but, bro, we got access to it just from an age. Transfer, buy.
Right, how would they get in the 60s?
So you had to go through, like, newspapers. So you had to go to people like Merrill Lynch. Mm-hmm. You had to go to people like TD Ameritrade, Goldman Sachs. Mm-hmm. You had to they had the little ticker tape. You had to go through a broker, and the broker was, you had to call the broker. You had to get the information through the newspapers and financial statements. You had to read all that, then be able to do it.
And we just pick up the phone.
Now you just be like, yep, buy.
In the bed.
And watch this. Watch this. Options wasn't even that big of a thing then either. Derivatives, that ain't come around till later in the game, bro. Options and derivatives, it was strictly on some buy and hold or day trade. It was strictly on some buy and hold or day trade. We done got hold of, that's why in my mind, like, yep, somebody say the whole process it took like 48 hours to put something in. You had to get a broker, you had to, the broker paid the middleman, you had the market makers, you had, you know what I'm saying? Trades cost a whole lot of money, more money back then.
I think it's important for us to kind of dig back into that
Yeah,
process.
I got that, yeah. It's important. Like, it's important for us to even understand, like, how we get here.
Yeah.
Like, how do we get to a moment? Now, much as I don't like Robinhood, they evolving and they changing the game because they putting a little pressure on. They the reason now why you trade for free with certain stuff. They the reason why now you got certain free trades because E-Trade and TD Ameritrade at the time and Charles Schwab and them all. Like, you was paying for everything. Robinhood said, hey, we got a trick. We're going to make it look free on the front. And because the average person don't even understand what a spread is and we'll get it on the back end, right? We'll get on the back end. But that put pressure on, because here's why. the game wasn't designed for not just the black person, it wasn't designed for the everyday person. So this is why the full 1K became a thing. This is why index investing became a thing. This is why, because that was the closest you had to access to the market. The closer you had to access to the market was your job do it for you, full 1K. You like, I don't know, I'm invested. You know what I'm saying? And so Robinhood came along, again, I would say, much as I don't appreciate, how they got down, but they played on the weakness of you not understanding the market. They gamified it, and why? If you gamify, guess what? People gonna pay attention. Why? And this is no shot to nobody. The average person operates through the world on a 5th grade level. This is not a stab at nobody. This is not the average person. Watch this. This is about to be really crazy. I looked this stat up maybe like 6 months ago. Bro, the average person only knows about 250 words. And if you try to write them down, you probably stop at about 150. This is not me, this was a stat. Like, I was like, huh? The average person only knows about 250 to 300 words, bro. I said, and I went to thinking to myself, like, wait, how many words I know? Like, I be reading my tail off. Like, how many words I know? You know what I'm saying? And so, and this is not even a black or white thing. It's like the average person in America operates on a 5th grade level. Somebody say, Trap, you lying. I know 251. Damn, you above average. But I was like, damn, like when you look at those stats. You know what I'm saying? And so when you think about, when you're having conversations, you probably use the same words and, you know what I'm saying? So we gotta you gotta get to more reading and you get to more. So, anyway, shout out to my guy, O.W. Gurley, man. Let's go a little further, Jose. All right, so Super Bowl. The trades rocked the $15 billion. So watch this, Jose. In December, Crypto.com made an unexpected announcement that Singapore-based company was inviting users to use their trade on prediction, meaning people got to trade how the Super Bowl was going to turn out. The crypto exchange, along with peer group, I forgot this other, Kelshai, have made an in-round state regulations and allow wages on their championship. So you was able to bet, even we produce it on Robinhood, people was able to bet on, like they turned that into, like betting is the thing now, bro. They betting on everything right now, Jose.
Gotta get them parlays.
They betting on everything right now, though. So made a lot of money on that. If you traded on the game or not. I lost $1,000 to Neil, man.
Bro, he had a lot of bass in his voice, too, on that video.
He was talking crazy. Sports like that, bro. Sports make you talk crazy,
like, hey, bro, so calm that down.
Give me my money. Hey, y'all, I'm
gonna
I
give
told
it to
Neil,
you.
I said, Neil, let's bet 2,500. He said, I ain't gotta bet no 25. Let's bet 1,000. I said, let's make it an easy 75. First I said 75. He said, no. I said 25. He said, hell no. He said, I got 1,000 for you. I said, all right, bet. Let's bet 1,000. So wasn't really tripping on it, but yep, lost $1,000 to Neil, bro.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah. Shit. Anyway, let's go forward, man. I got a question for you, Jose. I got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
We got to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about the halftime show?
Bruh, I said I wanted to talk about it. You said, nah, we ain't doing that.
No, let's talk about it. How do you feel about the halftime show?
I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. For those who weren't there at the 40-yard line, I thought it was actually pretty dope. From cinematography, from the timing. You know, me and my lady, we sitting there like, oh, you know what? How did they plan this? Oh, they had to get the stage up. How many people?
She in
400
production
people.
mode.
Yeah, we both in that joint like, And then just to see it executed, it's like, I liked it a lot.
Right.
It was, yeah. It wasn't, of course, Beyonce, Michael Jackson joint.
Right.
But I think it was dope. I saw you didn't have that same sentiment online.
I think there's two perspectives. One, our people are crazy. Our people feel like if you don't agree with them, yo, you just way on the other end. Right?
Yeah, go to hell, nigga. Like,
You stupid.
Right.
They feel like you stupid. If you don't agree with me, you stupid. I feel like because I'm sitting there, I'm looking at the show, the only thing I didn't see that I didn't catch was the end with the game over part. Because of where I was sitting at. That was more of a TV optic more than anything. Because they made sure everybody had the wristbands on. So that was real dope. But I saw everything else. Like, I was explaining it to me and Travis. Like, I was like, oh, the Uncle Sam, Samuel L. Jackson. Ah, that's hard. You know what I'm saying? The jingle, the narrative, you know, him being, you know, the voice of the conscience of America. Like, you can hear it in the dialogue. Like, don't do this, don't be a... You know, so I got that, you know. I think from my perspective, I understood the message 100%. I think if you wanted to be entertained, that wasn't the halftime show for you. You know what I'm saying? I think if you... Now, here's what I will say. As a black man in America, we always fighting for imagery. We always fighting for representation. We always fighting to get our message out there. We always want America to know we here. We always want America to know that our presence is here. We always want America to know that we ain't forgot. We always want America to know that without us, there is no America. So I think if that's, I have no problem with that.
Yeah, a lot of people read into the message. Like I said,
Yeah,
we talked
I have no
about it a little bit
problem.
earlier. Ain't no nuance though. It's like I either hated it or I thought
Yeah,
it was the best
I think if you want this message, you want this. Like, I don't have. I love that. You know what I'm saying? I love that. I think on the other side though, I don't think if you wanted to be like entertained, that wasn't the show for you. And I think that's okay. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that the message had to go over your head to, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's just how I feel about it. I feel like I got the message. I love it. I always love representation of us. But what I do love, I love how black the Super Bowl was.
Oh, yeah.
I love how black the Super Bowl was. I love how black the Super Bowl was, bro. Like,
You just talk people in the stands though, right?
yeah, like even that, like I think like people like, man, they had a bunch of white people that, not like everybody loves sports, bro.
Right.
They had a lot of, like I love how black the Super Bowl was. When I say that, like, first of all, it's in New Orleans. That's a black ass city.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from New Orleans, bro. Like, that's a black ass city, dog. That's so much culture. It's rich in culture. It's rich in what they do. I don't think the show went over half. I think that people think that the show went over people's head because they didn't enjoy it. I don't think that. I look at it like the book The Intelligent Investor, and I told you that earlier. Like, The Intelligent Investor is a phenomenal book, but it's a boring book. It's a great book. It's a classic book, but it is a boring book. I love it. I don't advise people to read it if you don't love the game, because it's gonna bore you to death. It bores me to death, but I love the goddamn book. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause you learn so much from it. So I think there can be for me, I think it's a bit balanced between the two. What I do love is, I love the fact that it was in New Orleans. I feel like New Orleans is a cultural city. So I love the way that the NFL engaged with so many black content creators in New Orleans. I love the way that the marching bands from New Orleans, St. Aug, they opened up. Predominantly black school for boys. Southern University in the Super Bowl, black. I love the black girl, the queen from New Orleans. She made the logo. But one of the things in New Orleans that's big is masking as an Indian. So you grow up thinking about that. So the concept of how it was weaved and created, so it gave it that feel. I love that. When you walk through the city, you saw like some of the cathedrals and the hotels, they had like images of black and jazz. And like, I love how culturally that was embedded in the Black National Anthem being said before. Like, and so for me, that's where the halftime show, went with so much of the theme. You feel me? So I'm looking at it from that perspective. Like when I look at where it's at and everything that's going on, even that weekend they did the Walk of Fame in New Orleans with Master P and Judy and like that. Like I think all that was a gravy and rice smothered chicken Super Bowl, dog. You know what I'm saying? So I rock with it. I appreciate it. I don't think it was the worst Super Bowl. I don't think it was the worst. I think the game kind of pissed people off. Not even that it was just a loss. It was just like, damn, like,
yeah, it was a shut.
This shit was over at halftime.
Oh, yeah, all day.
You know what I'm
all
saying?
Day.
So, yeah, so, I don't know. That's what I gotta say on it, man. I'm not mad at it. I think it was cool. I think it was, you know what I'm saying? I think he did what he was supposed to do. That's it, man. Like,
I just think it was a lot of hype. And some people going to ride with the hype. Some people going to be like,
but that's who we are.
That.
That's who we are as a people, man. We don't know how to appreciate differences amongst each other. It's either you way over here or you stupid.
Yeah. But
It's
we
simple.
got 81% said they rock with that jump, so.
Well, yeah, because and the thing, I think people they want you to, either you love it or you hate it. Either you rocking with us or you stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like people like, thing went over your head. No, I'm watching it, right? Like it was cool. Like it wasn't like, I'm not about to be, man, that was, ooh. I was like, all right, man, I felt it. I love black people. I get the message. I love the representation. Especially the part about, like, I love the Uncle Sam part. Like that is,
yeah, that was
that dialogue right there was what I love the most. Yeah, that and the American flag part.
That was good.
Like I think those two dynamics was what I really enjoyed. Like there was a part when he talking, him and his homies talking, and then Uncle Sam pull up and he walk off. Like, man, like I love that.
Talk about that.
Yeah, so like I love that part of it. That because I think Samuel L. Jackson was the perfect person to do that.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that was, like, that part of the dialogue, I was like, all right, that's some gang shit. So, that's parts about it that I love, that I appreciate. Anyway, let's go a little further, man. All right, so we're going to start off with the Trapper Hotline and get this going. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, man.
Hello, good evening, everyone. My name is Karen, and I really appreciate all that you do, Trap, and all the information that you provide us, as well as, Jose, thank you for taking my question. So I just finished the options course, which was really good, very informative, and this is something new. I wasn't familiar with it. So I feel I learned a lot, but I did have a question about the journal. You said that we need to have a journal, and I know that we should be writing our plays in the journal, but I wasn't sure. And also, I guess we should be putting our research information in the journal, but I'm not really sure. Am I supposed to be writing the strategies every day in the journal or tracking the strategies every day? I'm not really sure how I should be using the journal. I made a play. After taking the course, I made a play, and my play is up. Last time I checked, 52%, so I'm happy. So I look forward to continuing to learn from you, and I appreciate it. Thanks.
I was tripping. So that definitely, yeah, my bad. I put the mute on because I was chewing. Yeah, that's my bad. I was saying I said that was a warm breakfast right there. That's a good breakfast right there. That's a boy, everybody come eat. She cooked breakfast still in a nightgown. My grandma cooked breakfast in a nightgown, I know it's about to be good. Right, the nightgown's still on. No disrespect, let me say that. Right, the breakfast with the nightgown on, for sure. Jam, not jelly, for sure. Biscuits and syrup for whoever wanted. Syrup for whoever wanted. There's syrup on the table. Biscuits from scratch. Scrambled eggs. The scrambled eggs still got a little white in it. Come on, you don't know about that? They got the little streaks of the, yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, so, yes, Queen. So inside of your journal, you don't have to write the strategy, but what I want you to write is, write the ticker symbol. You should be writing the price when you looked at it. You should be writing what strike prices you are interested, what strike prices you are interested in looking at. You should be writing, any type of information that helps you. But the reason why you're writing that is because if it hits your strike price, if it hits your entry price, you already know what to get in at. But also, like, let's say somebody wanted to get it, like I wanted to get in Palantir, I said it got to 99. So I said, if it gets to 95, I had wrote it down. I said, if it gets to 95, this is the play I'm looking at. It didn't go to 95. It got to 100. It came back down to 99. And I was like, all right. So you want to give yourself a range. It got back to 99. I didn't strike. It went all the way back up to 117. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely want to have that right there. So let's go. Next one.
Hey, Trap. What's going on? Thanks, Jose, for taking my question, man. I got a real, it's not, it's something that we learned in the class, but I wondered, why do we wait for the third resistance level till we make a leap option? When you look up resistance levels, normally when you're ChatGPT in it, it'll say it's a big sell-off point for most investors. So why do we wait until the third resistance level to make a move on that asset? If you can answer that for me, man, I appreciate it. I mean, I get it. I've made money doing it. The formula works. It's just I just have that question. Thanks.
What's good, bro? So first of all, stop chat GTPing my formula.
He said, I got to check with the chat.
First of all, right? Stop chat GPT in my formula. The reason why, because chat GTP ain't me. We operate two different ways. You know what I'm saying? We operate two different ways. One, I will say this, chat GTP definitely gonna get some people hurt. Now, what I will say is, I can't answer that right here because it's in the course. And I would be doing everybody in here who got the course a disservice. I will say that. And it's the reason. Now, just go back over the course, listen to the 3 breakdowns we give you right there. And the reason why I say that is because if you listen to it again, I told you why I choose those 3, and there's an explanation behind each one. But more than anything, stop putting my formula in there. You hear me? And the reason why I want you to stop putting my formula in there, because if you keep putting it there enough, it's gonna give you something, and now it's gonna understand it's gonna be like, hey, Trap's formula. Bruh, you know what I'm saying?
Actually, now that you say that though, they said AI, everybody's scared about that. They was like, all AI really is algorithmic learning.
That's all it is.
He said it's like a fast Google.
Bro,
It's making it faster.
Bro, it's you know why AI is a big threat to Google? It's because it's search engine on steroids.
Yep.
That's what it is.
Yep.
They say now don't get me wrong, as you with everything, as it keeps evolving, as people keep doing different things, you know, it's gonna be running around here like a living, breathing organism.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
They said artificial intelligence said if it's artificial, it can't be intelligent. And if it's intelligent, it can't be artificial.
I agree with that.
And I was like, ooh.
Because all it's doing is collect. I keep telling
All the data.
Jose, stop putting my name in there, bro. Because what it's doing is collecting data.
Yep.
And the more it collect data, like one time I wrote something and I said, messing with Jose, I said, say this if you was Wallstreet Trapper. And it wrote it out and I said, that ain't me, but it's close.
It's close.
Right? Like, I would switch out these, and then there's some passion, and there's some you heard me's in there, and there's some, man.
Yep.
There's some words I wouldn't use. I'm like, I would never say that word. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, Jose, stop putting my name in that, dog, because it's collecting data. And that's what I don't like about it. But I agree with you on that, bro. Like, it'll never be, like somebody, I read somebody said, it was a movie producer that said, yes, Chat GTP can write a movie, but this is what he said.
Mm-hmm.
He said it can write a movie, but it will never have flavor.
Right. And it's only writing movies based off of other movies that's already out.
So
if nobody ever made a cowboy movie, you say, write a cowboy movie. It wouldn't.
Yeah. So,
you know what I'm saying?
Anyway, I can't tell that to you on here, bro, because I don't want to give out, then I will be giving out what people paid for. Huh? Yeah, probably DM me on the gram or something. Well, what's your name is on Instagram or something, bro. You know what I'm saying? Jose, you remember his name in the thing?
Yeah, I got you.
I'll get Jose to give me your name so I'll get directly to you. But we set those 3 resistance up for a reason, and they work for a reason. So for sure, OG. But my message to you is stop Chat GTPing my stuff, bro. GPT or whatever it is. Anyway, what's the next one?
Yo, what up, Trap? This is Keith from VA, man. Quick question. We hold these leaps out, 9, 12 months with the idea that time and some good fundamentals will get us across the line with some green. Sometimes we get to these earning seasons, man, and it's like, we don't know what to do, especially with some of the way these things been dropping, even when they beat earnings, the forecast or whatever. So you know how it goes. What is a way for us to gauge like what we should do and have that confidence to either hold it or have that intelligence, right, to just cut it early and, and just not even worry about it? Whether it's losing or winning, what's your thoughts?
Don't do him like that.
So, man, thank you for tapping in, my dog. I just want to say that back up a little bit, dog.
That's my fault.
Yeah, back up a little bit.
I had to zoom in his video.
Yeah, I'm playing with him, though. I appreciate you, bro. No, so you're right. We're going anywhere from 6, 8, 9, 12 months, you feel me? I'll give you a prime example, bro. So earnings can always be a tricky situation. Earnings can always be a tricky situation. One of the things that we did last week, we'll show the recession portfolio in a few. I shouldn't have said nothing because I wanted y'all to keep saying, show the portfolio, I shouldn't have said nothing. I should have just let them keep saying that. There have been times where I've gotten out of plays. I was down, like last week, we got out of the 2 MSTR plays, 3 MSTR plays. We was down 50% on them, and earnings was coming up. I didn't like the feel. I was like, man, I'm gonna just take my L right here. I'm down 50% because I didn't trust the earnings on them, right? The earnings came in, they weren't pretty good. And it didn't tank. It sat down like $3, but it popped the next 2 days. I think it went down today for a little bit. And one of the things I try to tell my people is like, you know, they don't listen to me all the times, which is cool. Like, I don't get in a play based on earnings. You 100% gambling if you plan to play on earnings. What I will say is, if I'm in the play, I want to be in a play prior to earnings. And my goal is if the earnings are real bad, let me rephrase that. I want to be in a play prior to earnings. And the reason why is because I believe in the play and I feel like by the time earnings come, it should have a build-up, right? It should give me some runway. Whereas if the stock falls through earnings, it gives me it's raining?
Bro, that rain sound like a monster
I hear it.
out there. That's crazy.
Great thing is we ain't got no leaks.
Thank God. Thank God for the roofers.
What if we would have been, nope, I'm not gonna say it.
Nope.
So, so what I like is, and I'll give you an example, we did it with the meta call. So we was in the meta call, 505 call, we was in that meta call maybe a month before earnings. Earnings came out, they had a really good earnings, something slowed down a little bit, the stock dropped literally 50%. We was able to get a 495 call. Now, the 495 call turned up, but the 505 call, we fought that until the last 60 days of that option contract before it actually turned up and just ran away from us. And so what I like to do is, if I'm in a play and I listen to the earnings and I feel like the earnings wasn't bad, maybe it was just a little guidance, a little off, I'll double down on that play. Now, if they miss earnings, they miss revenue, it's time for me to readjust on why I'm still in that play. But, you know, you okay with that. You know, earnings can be shaky. You know, I done seen some people in the group like, bro, it's earnings, I'm about to get out the play. I don't move like that. Nah, I was down 50% of the play, and I knew one thing, if it don't do right with earnings and it drop, I'm 80% down, and I just ain't want to be in that. I'm always in a preserve capital mindset. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the time frame that's getting close to. So I hope that answers you out, brother. I hope I answer you on that. Thank you. Hey, y'all got the YouTube thing back up. Come on, man. I feel y'all. Come on, squad. I see. All right, let's go a little further. That was the last one?
Hey, Jose. What's up, Trap? My name is Jermaine Byers, a.k.a. the Brand Builder. I got a question. I have about a $300,000 settlement coming my way. And my question to you guys is, should I use half of that for options and half for my buy and hold? Or should I just do your method, Trap, of 80-20 and just continue to build it slowly in the options game? I'm also a member of the Patreon, and I'm up about 44,000 just off options from August of last year, and I'm having great success, building a lot of patience, learning a lot from my friends in the Patreon. If you can give me some advice on this, I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for all you do. Love you, Trap. New Orleans in the building.
First off, he put himself on blast in front of 40.
Everybody ain't worried about that.
He said,
everybody ain't worried about that.
He said he got that 300.
Man, everybody ain't worried about that. I'm pretty sure you can protect yourself. He good.
Yeah,
He in New Orleans. He all right. He good.
His family calling.
Yeah, he ain't worried about them. He can tell them no easy.
Right.
No.
No.
Nah, so I'm gonna tell you something. Shout to you, my guy, Brand Builder. He is one of the most vocal people in the group, in the Patreon. So it's him. Certain people I know, like, out the gate, like Brand Builder, Janelle, Milk, Bang. I can't say this dude's name because it's crazy, and I refuse to say that on TV. But he know who I'm talking about. I gotta watch him because he be talking a little crazy in the group sometimes. Cheesy Bread. There's some people in the Patreon, Double R, that really just, they every day, they gone. And so, I think it's Ozell, the guy Ozell. There's some people in the group that real go crazy. But Bane is one of those people that Rams, you know, they really go crazy. Fabian, yep, he really go crazy. But brand building is one of those people in the group that I appreciate him because he'll say something like, I went against I went against Trap Formula to do this, and I'm gonna let y'all know how I went out. And he'll be like, yo, I hit. Or he'll be like, damn, I should have listened to Trap on this one. You know what I'm saying? And he showed the ups and the downs of what he going on. Long lead for sure. And so what I will say to you, brother, is if I'm you, I say, okay, you got the price, you got how much you about to have coming in. Because you have a little more experience than everybody else, I'm willing to say, I'll go 125. I go 125 options. So if I'm you, I say, all right, because I know you could be a little more aggressive, I still don't want you to go crazy. I don't want you to act like a madman because you got that coming, right? So I say you go 1.25 with the options. I say you take another one. You take either another 150, you go buy and hold. Out that 150, you take 50 and you go moderate, conservative, moderate, aggressive, and then you take the other part of that 100, you split that in your aggressive nature, and I say you put 25 in your pocket. You give yourself 25 liquid.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? I think you portion it out, and that's just me. You know what I'm saying? I think you portion it out. I think you take 125, you put in the market, because you've been in the group long enough, you got the discipline, you know how to play the game. You're not new to the game. So that allows me to give you a different type of perspective than I would give somebody who like, yo, Trav, I'm about to come up on this, kind of new to the market, yada, yada, yada. I'm okay with you saying out of that, I'm gonna take 125 Trap and go options plays, right? I'm also okay with you taking that 150 and saying, yo, let me take 150. Out of that 150, you go, I think we created a YouTube video about this. You go 50,000 into the OGs. So I'll break my stocks down into 3 different categories. My young bucks, my gangsters, and then my OGs. You know what I'm saying? My young bucks is the Palantirs. You know what I'm saying? The crowd strikes. You know what I'm saying? That's my young bucks. They wild and crazy. They with the smoke, right? Then my gangsters they older, they been in the game a little bit longer, but they don't got OG status yet. You know what I'm saying? So my gangsters is my Nvidias, they my Teslas. You know what I'm saying? Those plays like that. The metas. You know what I'm saying? They gonna give you a run for your money, but, they'll take a hit too. Whoa. They'll take a hit too. And then you got my OGs. That's my Goldman Sachs, your Costco's, your Walmart. You know what I'm saying? So I've always break my stocks down into 3 different situations, 3 different categories. Let's go to the recession portfolio. That's what we got next. Let's put it on the screen so they can see that. I want them to see it. Let's run through this right quick. All right, so let's get into it, man. Y'all know recession portfolio is great. And my goal is to break this down for y'all so y'all can see it the way that I see it so y'all can lock in. So we got the AMAT play. We got the AMAT play. We still in that one. The AMAT play turned around, but, we're still in the app loving play. That's good. The AVGO play March. I'm gonna probably get out that play tomorrow. It's March 21. Right? I'm gonna get out that play. It's March 21. Clarissa, now why would you call me a scammer? Clarissa, why would you do that? I ain't never scam you. Don't do that. And so I'll probably get out the AVGO March play in the morning. It's getting close. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with that. Then we got the AVGO, we got the 210 play. That's still good. But we do got the 250 call. We still in there. Not bad. I saw a lot of people in the Patreon panicking about that. You shouldn't panic about that. You know what I'm saying? Then we got the Costco play. Y'all know that's the OG. And then we got the CrowdStrike play. Now, let me say this. So, what that was, y'all, Thursday, I went in a group and I said, listen, y'all, the market was up. I said, now's the perfect time to take profit. And what I did was I went and got, I don't know, a million, 1.1 million in profits put on the side. So plays like Costco and stuff, like I went from I got out of 95, anything that was up 100% or more, I got out of 95% of that play. So if I had like 10 contracts, I got one now. You know what I'm saying? So I put a lot of money on the side. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. All right, let's go a little further. All right, so we got the GEV play. Remember, they not in that play. That's the play where I was trying something new, so I didn't put them in that. We got the Goldman Sachs play. We got the other Goldman Sachs play. They still good. This 240 call is a play that I put in maybe earlier in the week. It was up big. Not big. It was up maybe 10%, 10, 11%. Came down a little bit today. I actually want to make this play again. I want to get in this play again. We got our meta plays, meta. I took 95% of all of those off the table, so I think I got 5, 5, and 5. I was in like 25 of those a piece. So I'm at like 5, 5, and 5. So, yep, we got out of those. But I'm still in them. I just pulled back on them. Let's go a little further. All right, so we got our Netflix play. I definitely pulled back on both of those. ServiceNow plays, they turned and then they turned. We all good. They June and September. The NVIDIA 130 call definitely panned out for us. This 150 call, not doing bad, actually. I was down, I was down to 43,000. Then with the DeepSeek thing, it went all the way down. I was down 250,000. Now I'm back down 160,000. I think I'd be all right with that. The QQQ play, I'm gonna probably get out that one in the morning too. That QQQ play, that's a March call. So my 2 March calls, I probably get out of those in the morning. Just because I feel like, we know that February is typically a lower month. Did good with them. Both of them up pretty all right. So I'll just get out of those because it's up in March. This SMH call, remember that's the one that they recalibrated on their own for me. I'm still down on it, but I'll see how that one look. I'm gonna give it a little bit to see what's gonna go on with that. Let's go a little further. And then we got the 2 Tesla calls that's just whooping my tail. They just not right at all. Then that thing dropped 6% today too, so that's definitely not cool. And then we got the XLK call. So that's our recession portfolio. Let's go a little further. All right, so let's get into the Freedom Center on the Freedom Index. Let's go a little further than that. All right, so right now we're sitting on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plays up in here. Costco play killing it. Goldman Sachs play killing it. Meta play killing it. The NVIDIA play is down. It came back, and then we put one more play last week in it. I do want to say something right now. You can see that, so as of right now, depending on which one you're looking at, the S&P, the VO or the SPY is up 2.5 to 2.7. As you can see right now, we up 8.1%. So going into the market this year, we are up about, I don't know, maybe 5%, a little bit 5% more than the market, something like that. So, yep, that's where we at right now. The goal is to have, so we got 374,000 in cash. Remember, that got to last us throughout the year. The only thing I can do is take money from my options and bring it down here or take money from here and bring it up there. No new money can be added to this account. No new money has been added to the account. But all I got is 5 plays in there. I think in a total of 28 plays, 29 plays. Out of 29 plays, we up on 20, down on 9. So you want to come to join the Patreon. So somebody say, all right, question, why hold on and not sell when you see it's going down? Because that's why we buy options. That's why we buy time. We buy time so that we can deal with the fluctuation in the market. So let's go a little further, man. All right, let's get to some action, Jose. God damn. All right, let's give him another hour. All right. All right, y'all got another hour, y'all? Just an hour. Give me an hour. Can I get an hour? All right. Billionaire beef, power at all costs. So I love to watch billionaires get into it. I love watching them just like really fuss with each other. I said this, Elon he's acting like the richest man in the world right now. You know what I'm saying? Like he's acting like the richest man in the world right now. Like he on some, if you ain't Trump, you don't got nothing to tell me.
And hanging out in the Oval Office with the boys.
If you ain't, today, I wanted to put the picture up here, the picture with him and his son the other day. And like, if you ain't Trump, you don't got nothing to tell me, yo. Like, and he's just on some, I think he kind of being a bully, and I think the only way you get a bully right is you gotta punch him in the face. It's the only way to stop a bully. You gotta punch him in the face. So Elon issued to pay $97 billion for OpenAI. Elon said it's time for OpenAI to return to open source. Safety focus, forge for good, it once was. We will make sure that happens. Sam Altman, the guy who's over OpenAI, a young guy, said obviously he's a competitor. I wish he would just compete by building a better product. Turn the TV off, turn the TV off. If you're gonna compete, go build what I got. Stop trying to buy mine. Stop trying to buy it. Elon, like, what you think I got 400 and something billion for, though? I buy what I want. I buy what I want. So, if you're having an audio issue, just log out and log back in. You'll be all right. That ain't nothing we can do with that. You know what I'm saying? So, that's just the nature of the wealth game. I said something the other day. I was talking to a friend of mine, and I said, wealthy people don't actually like killing each other. What they like doing is seeing you, making you go broke. Like buying something from you, making you go broke. Your kids can't go to private school no more. You can't go to the country clubs no more. They either gonna put you out of business or buy you out, either or. And fam, like, nah, bro. You know I'm coming for that. I may not be coming for the richest man in the world, but I'm coming for the thing that you do and you know it's a threat to you. And I like that. I like that. I may not be the richest man in the world, but you know what I got is a threat to you. You can't buy me. Now, the thing about it is he got to make sure his board. That's the thing about being a public company. That's the thing about being a public company. You can say no, but if the board say, hey, shh. And remember, they already got rid of Sam once. See, Sam on his second run, he came back. They let him go. They was like, hey, we good. They ousted him. They gave him a check. Hey, go about your business. But that's his company. I always say, bro, business is the best sport, bro. It's the greatest sport. It's better than boxing. It's better than football. It's better than basketball. It's better than everything.
This reminds me of battle rap. I love battle rap.
Could be.
This is good. Entertaining, too.
Entertaining. All right, let's go a little further, man. I like it. BYD punches Elon Musk in the gut with the DeepSeek. So they just made a partnership with DeepSeek. The stock fell 6% today on the news. So if you don't know who BYD is, they whooping, I said this a long time ago, like they whooping his butt in China. Like he can't compete. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Like I'll be honest with you. Like I think we should treat Chinese companies the way that Chinese companies treat America. Like bro, so watch this. Apple catch hell in China. Huawei and all the other phones. Apple's like the third selling phone over there. Same thing with Tesla. They like the second selling car over there. And it's only gonna keep getting better. Right? And you gotta mind, he's still the top selling EV in America. But this company partnered with DeepSeek, which is another what? Supposed to be Chinese company. Right? So the stock has now fell, I think 6 days in a row. Down, I think it lost 17% in the last 2 weeks, erasing about $200 billion in market cap. I think America should be the same way. Anyway, and I just think that, bruh, I ain't gonna lie, I don't even think bruh even really focused on it like that no more, bruh. I think bro that got in his office and he's just on a whole nother, he like, hey, I'm about to position. And I think if you a Tesla shareholder and if you a Tesla, you know, there's gonna be a rough year or two for you because he got another agenda right now. He trying to go out of space.
That's Elon in the picture.
Yeah, that's Elon in the picture.
Looking kind of Chinese.
Got punched in the gut.
Looking kind of Chinesey in the face.
No.
Just a little
bit. Leather jacket, fat fingers. Anyway, let's go a little further, man. Changing up, bro, this took me out here, bro. This took me out, bro. So Google now displays the name of the if you go on your Google map now, it says Gulf of America, bro. Google Maps now display the name of Gulf of America following an update in the U.S. Geographical Names Information System. The renaming directed by President Donald Trump on his inauguration day has also reinstated as North America's highest peak at Mount McKinley. For U.S. users, the updated name appears exclusively on digital maps while international versions continue to show both new and old. I forgot.
Bruh, dude been flexing all types of power since he been there. I was like, yeah, he must got carpal tunnel syndrome from writing. Like,
Bro, how you just, hey, bro. Hey, how you just, here's the thing though, I ain't mad.
It's gangster.
You know why I ain't mad? Call it what it is.
They're gonna be New America.
I ain't mad at it.
No more New Mexico.
People saying it's wild, people saying it's crazy, I don't know, it is what it is. Bro just went and changed it. Hey, it's a new name. From now on, this is what you gotta call it.
And he said, I'm going to get Canada.
Now that I don't think he gonna do. That's gonna be Canada gonna fight.
Yo, do you understand the fact of even trying though is a wild?
No, he said, hey, y'all should be the 50-something state, yo.
That's crazy.
Or how you want them people to be a whole state? You want them people to
be gonna demote you from a
yeah, you're not a country no more. You a state. Y'all. Hey, bro sat back for them 4 years and was like, yup, I got a checklist. Or the Canada gonna fight. Canada gonna fight. They ain't letting you, but here's the thing. Fight, you gotta fight for your freedom. America fought for theirs. They fought the British. I don't know if you can buy them all, but they gonna, he like, oh, y'all gonna become the 52nd state. What y'all gonna do when Drake become an American?
Yeah, 51st. You had me thrown off. 51st.
51st. What they gonna do when Drake become an American? What they gonna say then? Damn. Drake, damn.
Say Drake.
Say Drake. Hey. What they gonna do Drake or American will upset a lot of people. Turn the TV off, turn the TV. Damn. Bro, look at bruh's face like, try me. Anyway, let's go a little further, man. That's crazy. Then he doubled down on the madness. He said, hey, check this out. We need to stop making pennies. Yeah. Well, it came out that it cost about 2.5 cents to make a penny. It said, we stop making pennies, it'll save us billions.
Look, that's what I'm saying. I'm not mad at him. Like, look, I'm putting America, probably himself first, the pockets. But like, he's like, yo, we're getting rid of waste. We look at the debt clock all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, let me do my part. And it seemed crazy, but when you think about it, it's like, when last time? I can't even think of the last time I actually had a penny in my hand, for real.
So here's the thing. Do we not have to change the prices on a lot of stuff? Because what you do when somebody give you, when it's 96 cents, you gonna run everything over to 5? Now you're gonna be mad.
But it's enough pennies in circulation.
But at some point, they're gonna be out of circulation.
Swipe the card for that 6 cents.
But it's still where you get the cent from. Because even if it's digital money, the cent don't matter no more. It's still, you feel me? So here's the thing. You never know how, we just said something earlier. There's power in your absence. You lose that penny, you realize how important that 1 cent is. And now everything now, watch this, it ain't 2 cents. It ain't 3 cents. You lose that penny, everything now 5 cents. Come on now. You lose that penny, George. Jose, you lose that penny.
Somebody said no more penny loafers.
Because they call nickel loafers now.
Nickel loafers.
Now they nickel loafers.
Bruh.
Jose, what do you do? Now, here's what you gotta do. You gotta now think about the price of everything gotta change. You only gonna have so many pennies, bro.
But what I'm saying is that penny that is worth, that is digital, whether it's in our bank account or not, is represented. That penny is somewhere. It's physically somewhere.
So here's what I'm saying. After so many years, when we stop creating the pennies, bro, you know people throw pennies in the water.
They gonna stop or they go?
No, they not, because nobody gonna not take it serious till you come up one day and say there's a shortage on pennies.
Then we gonna go
and guess what's gonna happen now? Now everybody that got a penny gonna put them on eBay for $10.
Nah, that's real.
Not a penny on eBay for, I got the last, now what happens 25, 30 years? I got the last penny in the world.
Going into the wishing well.
Now what happens?
Digging.
You saw what they did toilet paper and the thing, you know what's gonna start happening now. People gonna start trying to hold on to the pennies. I ain't got no more pennies. And now these people telling their kids, hold on to the pennies. And before you know it, now you got,
how long that would take.
Now you got this penny is a 1925 original. This is the penny that they made soon as Abe Lincoln got shot. What do you do, Jose?
Those classic pennies, like you just said, the Abe Lincoln joints, they gonna run up.
Exactly, Jose.
They gonna run up.
And now we not printing no more, Jose.
The regular 2025 joints
gonna be worth $100 in 2085. We never see the effects of something in the moment.
Nah, that's real. I mean, I ain't think about it like that. I feel
exactly. You lose that penny, watch what happen. Watch what happen, bro.
Said penny pinching.
Because here's what happened.
I love our chat.
Now you nickel hoarding. Because now the nickel is the thing now. And then what happens when the next president say, you know what? Let's just start making nickels too. Now all we got is dimes and quarters.
Nickels are like the step kid of the coin family, for real, for real.
I'm just saying, dog.
I like pennies.
Come on, the numbers go now. Now numbers go. Now it ain't, you don't got 11 cents no more, 12 cents. All right, you don't got that. You still need 100 cents to make $1, but you don't got no more pennies, so now you can't have a 99-cent store.
Bruh, you in this chat No more 99 cents.
Bro, they can't sell you. This is not a 99 cent. You can't do that no more. This now tax is not $1.08. It's 110. Come on, Jose.
Penny pinches.
So I'm saying, so here's the thing. So for a minute, they're gonna be good, but I'm thinking long-term effect. Yep, we stop creating them. If you stop creating anything, what happens is the law of supply and demand now takes place. People gonna start hoarding pennies. Now you remember they had a coin shortage. Do you remember that? They had a coin shortage a couple years ago, bro. What happens when you got a penny shortage? Because everybody's holding on to their pennies and now they're on the TV like, hey, we need y'all to spend the pennies. No, you said you're not making no more.
I just go to my grandma's house. She got that jar on the
She got the quarter? Come on. All right, let's go to the next one, man. All right, so watch this, Jose. This is good right here. Check this out. Big tech's big bet on AI. So here's what we've seen, Jose. I wrote this down, but this was insane. So watch this. The AI bet just got bigger. All seven Mag 7 stocks increased their bet on AI and CapEx to $320 billion this year. Amazon is doing $100 billion. Microsoft is doing $80 billion. Google is committing to $75 billion. And Facebook just said, hey, we turning up. And guess what they all said? We got to lay some people off. So, bruh, I want people to understand this. This goes back to something we said in the beginning. About companies now having a foot in the fight, right? Because one of the easiest ways, watch this, Jose, this will be good. One of the easiest ways for a company to preserve capital is to fire people, right? So what happens when you fire people and then you implement machinery? We understand that the machinery doesn't actually replace the person, but the machinery actually can do the assignment. Because the machine gonna do exactly what I said do. Hey, come in at 9 o'clock, do this, and this. Now, I can't ask the machine to free think. It's programmed to do these things. That becomes efficient. They spend $2 million on the front end to save $10 billion on the back end. Woo!
The plan is the writing on the wall.
The writing on the wall, cuz. The writing on the wall, cuz. And they spinning it, cuz. And Facebook.
Hey, you know how I know they spinning it? Everywhere I turn, everything I click on my computer, like, hey, I got an AI assistant for you.
I'm telling you, bro.
Everywhere.
I'm telling you, bro. You know why? Because people feel like this is an easy come up. And I'm telling y'all, you better fight the power that be. Fight the power. Fight the power. Fight the power. You gotta fight the power that be. Fight the power. Come on, man. We gotta finish the show, Jose, bro. You tripping, dog. All right, go a little further. Let's go a little further. All right, I had to say this. This is big right here. I've said this for the longest. Amazon will be the most powerful company in America. So watch this. In 2015, Amazon overtook Walmart. Became the bigger company than Walmart. 10 years later, Amazon is now the biggest company by revenue. Come on now. By revenue. Walmart was the biggest company. And look at the stretch. So listen, it been fight. Look at how big the gap was. Look how big the gap was. And slowly, it just, come on. So it just reported last week, look, Walmart, $169 billion. Amazon, $187 billion. That's almost $20 billion more. That's a lot in sales, bruh. It's a lot in sales, bruh. It's a lot. They cooking. He cooking. He cooking. I've said this a million times. Long term, Amazon is definitely a company that everybody should own. Why? Because it does not get in the industry that it does not eventually end up taking over. It does not get in the industry that it does not end up taking over. I've always said this. People are like, well, Apple, well, I'm like, listen, 100%, these are big dog companies. 100%, we can't argue the fact. But, bruh, Amazon, Jose. Amazon, Jose. Amazon, Jose. We've said this countless times.
Nah, that's real.
I don't give a lot of investment advice, but I have said, hey, everybody should own Amazon. Because you cannot deny what they're doing. You cannot deny the fact that watch this, Jose, the stat came out. 1 in every 4 people got Amazon Prime, bro, in America. That means in this room right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. At least 2 of us got Amazon Prime. But watch this. How many of us got Amazon Prime?
I'm about to say that's everybody.
But no, I got 2 hands. He like me and my...
Yeah.
Bruh. You feel me? So that's a thing. So I think everybody, 100%, bruh, we need to own it. All right, let's go a little further. So watch this. So I had to double back with this. So watch this, Jose. Walmart is raising prices to pay. So Walmart is going up, bro. Now what they is saying, what they are doing better than Amazon is they paying their people. You can make 600 bands as a manager at Walmart. Yeah, bro. The move is part of Walmart's broader investment in its workforce, which includes salary increases for store managers and hourly employees, as well as a new bonus program for long-term hourly workers. Walmart has also boosted hourly wages by 30% in the recent years, with the average rate now $18. That's better than Walmart. That's better than Amazon.
Yeah, they're going crazy.
Walmart is growing a brand. Let's go a little further, man. So watch this, Jose. Why everybody got Prime, the average American household has only $10,000 in savings. Estimates from Motley Money show that the average American household holds roughly $10,000 in savings, while some high-yield accounts can earn 4% annually. Many traditional savings accounts offer as low as 0.01%, meaning a $10,000 deposit might earn about $1 in interest a year. Let that sink in for a second, Jose. A $10,000 investment. That's huge.
I actually would expect it low.
I did. That is grown. It went from, what, 5,000?
And we saying this average, you know what I'm saying?
So that ain't bad. Let's go a little further. All right, and I want to end with this one right here, bro, for the night. Watch this. Why the U.S. dollar matters, and I think this is so important for us, right? Watch this. Let's go a little further. Because this is going to be important that they need to see. So watch this. So what we can see here is the dollar has, depreciated and appreciated under different presidents. So for the most part, and I don't say this in a bad way or good way, just the numbers, the dollar has mostly appreciated more under Republicans and decreased under Democrats, based on from 1971 to 2024, right? Just the numbers, right? It has mostly increased under Republicans and decreased under Democrats, the value of the dollar. Now, Jose, I want to get into something right quick that I wrote down because I wanted us to see some notes I had on this. Now, watch this. So some people may not understand this, Jose. So you got to understand, do we have a strong dollar or a weak dollar? Because that's important. So you got to look at the dollar index. So what the dollar index is, the dollar index, Jose, will compare the dollar to 170 currencies throughout the world that fluctuate day in and day out, right? So that's why my Forex traders come in at. They trade in the dollar and all that, US 30 and all that, right? Now, the strength is, some of those countries are, they're going to measure the strength and weakness to the British pound, the Japanese yen, the euro, the US dollar, things like that, right? Now, the US dollar is considered strong or weak in comparison to the value of these other dollars. So you put them on side of each other, you see what they can do. Now, a strong dollar means that exports cost more in foreign markets. All right, so stuff that we send over gonna cost more, right? A weaker dollar means it's costlier for American consumers to buy. All right, do we understand that? Right? So, for what you want is you want a dollar that can compete. You want a dollar, so you'll see sometimes you'll see where you'll hear like China is crashing the dollar. That's gonna impact the markets. So when we're looking at the economy, one thing we gotta always pay attention to is like, watch this. I remember taking my money to Europe, and it was something like $15 over here was like $13 over there, right? So I mean, our money against the euro was worth less, right? You want your dollar to be in a situation where it's competitive for imports, exports. You don't want it to be too strong. You don't want it to be too weak. You want it to be competitive in the markets. I want y'all to understand that. I want you to understand that. Jose, ask me in the chat, do they understand that? Do you understand that? Yep, go look it up. It is a word. I told you, you only know 250 words, bro. Add that word to your vocabulary. Add that word to your vocabulary. All right, man, Jose, so I want them to understand that, because as we go into these trade wars, these are gonna be something that you're really gonna have to pay attention to. You're gonna have to understand. I want you to start looking at the dollar index. When they start talking about, is the dollar, damn, I just dropped my top. They'll say stuff like the dollar's getting strong, the dollar's getting weak. It's important that we understand where our dollar is at in the market and compare to what we got going on.
Mike Matthews asks, what determines the strength or weakness?
Compared to other, so it's gonna compare to other dollars. What's the trading temperature in the market? You know what I'm saying? What's being traded? Interest rates, that 10-year note we talk about, those interest rates, the cost of goods being bought and sold, all of that matters in the market, man. All right, man, so we'll end the show like that tonight, man. It's 10 o'clock, y'all been here. What that is, 3 hours, man. We'll kill that. We thank y'all for tapping in. We still kept over 4,000 people in here, man. I just want to say something right quick, man. Without y'all, we are nothing. Without y'all, the show can't go on. Without y'all, there is no Wall Street Trapper. Without y'all, there is no Trappin Tuesday. Without y'all, there is no Wall Street Looks Like Us Now. Just want to let y'all know, tomorrow we have CPI data coming out that will dictate the market. We want to see inflation coming down. We want to see those things coming down. That's going to help us understand where we got to go. We had a couple videos. We'll probably show them next week. Inflation, the Fed is sticking with getting the market to 2%, which is big. I hope y'all enjoyed the show, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all same time, same place next week, man. I love y'all, and we out, y'all. Take us home, baby.
My niggas hard. Oh, Lord.